They laughed at him because he had only female children. Papa girls, that was how the villagers called him. Mr. Okoro was a wealthy farmer in the village. He had 5 daughters: Rose, Ada, Blessing, Joy, and Kate. His house was always full of laughter, but outside, people never let him rest. "Ah, Okoro," the men in the village would say, "so who will inherit your land when you die?" "Your daughters." Ha ha ha. At village meetings, whenever he raised his hand to talk, someone would quickly shout, "Put your hand down. Let the men with sons speak first." And everyone would laugh. His wife, Martha, always felt hurt. Sometimes, after the meeting, she would cry, "Why is it that God only gave us girls? Now people laugh at me as if I am useless." But Mr. Okoro would hold her hands and smile. "Don't cry, Martha. A child is a child. Boys or girls, they are all blessings. Don't mind what they say." Mr. Okoro never wasted his energy answering mockery. He had only one dream in his heart: to train all his daughters in school. He believed education would give them a voice and prove that girls could do even more than boys. Every day he worked hard on his farm, selling yams, cassava, and palm oil, saving every coin for their future. His plan was clear: one day, his daughters would wipe away the shame people tried to put on him. When the time came for Mr. Okoro's daughters to go to university, he knew it would cost a lot. But instead of worrying, he bought more farmland. Every morning, he and his 5 daughters worked side by side. They tilled the ground, planted yams, cassava, maize, and vegetables. The girls worked like machines, never complaining, because they knew their father's dream was also their dream. When harvest time came, no one in the village could compare to Mr. Okoro's family. The barns were full, the baskets overflowed. People passing by would shake their heads and laugh. "See this man," they would say. "He's wasting his strength. Who will inherit all this? No son, only girls. When he dies, all of it will scatter." But Mr. Okoro never answered them. He just loaded the harvest into trucks and sold them in the city. With the money, he paid for his daughters to attend the best universities in Lagos. When his extended family heard about this, they were shocked. His elder sister, who was married in a neighboring village, came to visit. "Okoro," she said, "why are you wasting money on girls? You've already given them secondary school. That is enough. University? What for? They will marry tomorrow and carry all your sweat to another man's house." Mr. Okoro only laughed. "Sister, these girls worked on the farms with me. The money I'm using is their sweat too. I don't see anything wrong with giving them the best education. Whether boy or girl, education is not a waste." His sister shook her head and left, muttering, "You will regret it one day." But Mr. Okoro was not moved. He continued to support his daughters, proud of the path he had chosen. Weeks after Mr. Okoro's 5 daughters left for the university, he thought maybe the villagers would finally let him be. He believed their mouths would rest. But he was wrong. Instead, the gossip increased. At the village square, at the stream, even at burial ceremonies, people would laugh loudly whenever Mr. Okoro passed. "See the man we get farm like 10 men, but no single boy to inherit N.A. better waste of energy. He day train 5 girls, tomorrow go marry go another man house, who go chop all the money." The mockery cut so deep that Mr. Okoro stopped going to the village meetings. He no longer sat with other men under the big tree. He stayed indoors with his wife, working quietly and praying for the future. 2 years later, something unexpected happened. His first daughter, Ada, returned from the university with a rounded belly. She was pregnant. The villagers went wild with laughter. "N.N. We talk he don't waste money for school. Now see wetting him daughter bring back bell. N.A. so girls be. Mr. Okoro, you go regret this thing oh." But what they didn't know was that Ada had made a decision in her heart. She had seen her father's pain, the way people mocked him daily. She told herself, if it is a male child these villagers want, then I will give my father a grandson. That will silence them. And as God would have it, months later Ada gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. The cry of the child filled the compound with joy. Mr. Okoro carried the baby in his arms, his face glowing. For the first time in years, laughter returned to his house. The villagers were shocked. Some were silent. Others whispered, "Eh." So finally, a male child has entered Okoro's family. The mockery reduced, but envy began to grow in their hearts. After Ada's baby boy turned 1, she surprised everyone by returning to school. Many thought she would remain at home, but Ada was determined. She completed her education with distinction. Years later, as the villagers were still trying to digest the thought that Mr. Okoro now had a grandson, bigger news began to shake the village. One afternoon, the sound of a brand new car horn echoed at Mr. Okoro's compound. Villagers rushed out, peeping and murmuring. Mr. Okoro's children had returned, not empty-handed, but with gifts that changed everything. Ada had won a scholarship abroad and was preparing to travel. The second daughter, Amaka, had secured a top-paying job in the city. The third and fourth daughters had started thriving businesses of their own. Even the youngest, Soma, came home with news of winning awards in school. The villagers' mouths dropped open. Is this not Mr. Okoro's children? The same girls we used to laugh at? Chai. See the way God has lifted this family. Mr. Okoro's compound became the center of attention. The once mocked man now stood tall as the richest in the village, blessed with educated daughters, thriving businesses, and most importantly, a grandson to inherit his wealth. At the village square, the same men who once shut him up now greeted him with respect. Some even said, "Truly, a child, whether boy or girl, is a child. Na only God day give destiny." Mr. Okoro looked at his wife and smiled. He had kept his promise. He had trained his daughters, and they had wiped away his shame with their success. That night, as he sat watching his grandson play in the compound, tears of joy filled his eyes. He whispered, "Those who laughed at me now bow their heads. Truly, the glory of children is not in their gender, but in their destiny." Moral lesson: never look down on any child because of gender. Girls can achieve greatness too, and success has no gender.